Hey guys, Anthony here with Empire Music, empiremusic.com, and extra strings. Check it out. You don't see me with a 5-string in my hand too often, so it's kind of a cool thing today. So we just got this in, probably a little bit late to the party, but the Fender American Ultra line's been out for quite some time now. Great lineup. As a passive bass purist, I think these are excellent options if you're looking to add a active circuitry kind of sound into your arsenal, which can certainly fit in a lot of musical applications. So Fender American Ultra 5-string jazz bass. This one's in Arctic Pearl, which is one of my favorite finishes because I think white with a red torque guard is always super classy. Specs remain the same as everything else we've talked about with the Fender American Ultra. You have the high mass bridge, very similar to a Leo Quan Badass. The noiseless vintage pickup, so that's kind of combining modern noiseless technology, which used to be kind of bright and brash sounding, but they've really made some really strong improvements on these, so they still call them like a vintage inspired noiseless pickup. Control layout wise, a little bit different now with active electronics, since we're kind of, if you're used to the 3-knob layout of a jazz bass, we've added some things to it. You have volume, pickup selection, front or back. You have treble and bass control stacked. Then you have mid-range control. Underneath that is passive tone. Why a passive tone? Because we can flip between passive mode and active mode. So in active mode, all we're running is volume, the pan or the pickup selector, and the passive tone. We flip to active, it's 4, so it basically goes from a 4-knob to a 3-knob configuration. Rolled fretboard edges, compound radius, neck 10 to 14. What's that mean? That means it flattens out as you go up the neck. Great. Feels really nice as we get these higher registers. Contoured neck heel, as you'll see on the back. Very nice. Makes all those upper register places that us bass players shouldn't really be playing much more accessible and tempting to have. Modern D profile on the neck. So, modern D. So that's like a slim, kind of flat-backed, imagine the letter D. It's like a kind of that flat back to it. Having a 5-string that's 1.85 at the nut, that's the width here, so it's a lot wider than a traditional J bass or even a P bass, the modern P bass. It feels super, super slim because you have not only that modern D profile, but the extended kind of width of the neck. So super, super comfortable to play. I don't feel too far away from home as a predominantly a 4-string player. And then it has the lightweight ultra tuners on the top here. Super, super playable bass. Just can really get almost any tone possible, from kind of vintage P tone when we solo the front pickup to vintage J tone when we run in passive mode. You engage active mode and we start to see all types of other things pop up as far as tonal options for you. 5-strings are great to have as a predominantly a 4-string player. As I said, it's nice to have some extra notes if you get to a session or you get to a gig, or even if you just want it on one of your own tunes. You want that low B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, and then E. So we talk about this E. You already have that E. You have that octave E available to you on a 4-string bass. But every time you play a 5-string bass, it sounds different. So yeah, like you could play E here, or you can play an open E and just like listen to them. Listen to how the notes speak differently. It's almost like the vowel of the note is different. So the fretted E on the B string. So fretted E, now here's your open E. Those notes speak entirely differently. I feel like more harmonic content, more of a piano-like ring coming out with the open E string, but the fretted E, same octave, has like a lower, kind of like a mysterious kind of lower fundamental, because you're playing a thicker string there and you're fretting it. So you have the action of your hand actually fretting a note, your finger actually fretting the note, versus nothing getting in the way there. So just keep in mind when you're playing a 5-string, Some of these notes are already available on a 4-string, but they're going to sound a lot different on a 5-string, which can be kind of cool or not cool. Let your ear kind of be the guide. So I'm going to walk you through a couple tones we found in this bass, or that I found out in this bass that I like, some passive, some active, and we'll see what you think, so check it out. So some awesome sounds we pulled out of this bass. Active modes, passive modes, super versatile. You want everything from vintage, you want modern, a ton of playability. As a 4-string player, I feel pretty much at home on this 5-string. Great bass out of the Fender lineup, as all the American Ultras are. So if you need anything, call me at the shop, 412-343-5299. Email me directly, it's anthony@empiremusic.com. We do free shipping. We also do a pro setup on every guitar or bass we sell regardless of price. So if you need anything, feel free to hit us up. Thanks for watching.